Hello students, how are you people? Hope you are all doing good. Once again, welcome back to biology class. Myself Dr. Ravindra here. So, in the previous class, we were discussing about general characteristics of the mammals, and we studied regarding their habitat, their habit, then their body wall, what are the exoskeletal structures, what is the endoskeleton, what is the type of the skull they have. We have discussed all that, and we also studied about regarding their what we can say body symmetry as well as the body cavity. Fine. So now in today's class we will study about most important internal structures such as their digestive system. Let us understand mainly the number 6 as such, digestive system. So digestive system is complete. We can say it is complete. And here what we find mainly the digestive system complete and extracellular digestion. Extracellular digestion we find, and then yes, they can be herbivore, they can be carnivore, right? So the kind of teeth they are also called as heterodont. Heterodont, why? Because they have different type of teeth that can be incisor, they can be canine, they can be premolar and molar teeth. So because of this, yes, they are heterodont, they are having a different kind of teeth. And then what kind of, yes, again the teeth it may be, they are also called as a thecodont. The teeth are called as a thecodont. Why? Because teeth are, yes, teeth are fixed in sockets of jaws. That's why they are called as a thecodont. And one more important point, the teeth also called as diphyodont. Yes, don't means two sets of teeth. Two sets of teeth they will have. What they are two sets? One is milk dentition, and permanent dentition. Permanent dentition they have. So because of this, the teeth what these mammals have, they are called as either heterodont, thecodont or diphyodont. Digestive system is a complete. Extracellular digestion you can find. They can be carnivore or they can be herbivore. In the carnivore, canine teeth are very strong. In the herbivore, mainly molar teeth are very strong. Fine. So this is about their digestive system as such. And mainly in case of the ruminants, yes, mainly the herbivores or the grass eating animals, the ruminants they have the extra, what we can say, the additional chamber of the stomach. So three chambered stomach we can find mainly herbivores or ruminants have, yes, three chambered, we can say that three chambered stomach or extra pouch like structures, and also they exhibit mechanism of Gregor-Jing. What is Gregor-Jing? Means these mainly buffaloes you might have been seen, or the cows you might have been seen. When they are very hungry, yes, they eat lots of grass or the fodder, and when they are having the free time, they keep on munching their mouth. They keep on chewing something, the cud, they take it out and then they chew it very finely and then they swallow it again. That is what we say Gregor-Jing mechanism also they exhibit, mainly the ruminants will do that. Fine. So as such they have well developed gut system, they have well developed digestive juices, digestive glands also we can find it. So there are lots of important things as such we find in the mechanism of digestion. So the digestion in case of mammals we call the holozoic digestion. Fine. So that's about regarding their digestion as such. Next important feature, what is that? Number 7, we need to understand excretion. Excretion mode. So they are ureotelic. Ureotelic. What is this ureotelic? They excrete urea. Fine. So they are ureotelic as such. Now, when I talk about as being the ureotelic, the kidneys are metanephric. Yes, kidneys metanephric. And yes, so for excretion and osmoregulation. So excretion is basically elimination of metabolic waste. But when we talk about osmoregulation is maintenance of the required amount of mainly the minerals or the salts and optimum level of water in the body. We call it as a osmoregulation. So the excretion and osmoregulation is well maintained by the metanephric kidneys. Fine. So that is about regarding the excretion as such. Number 8, circulation. So here they have perfect double circulation. So no mixing up of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, never mixes. The heart is 4-chambered. Heart is, yes, 4-chambered heart. So they also maintain circulation between the body part and the heart, what it is called as a systemic circulation. Circulation between the lungs and heart is called the pulmonary circulation. So perfect double circulation, heart is 4-chambered. Most of the mammals have what we can say that the non-nucleated RBCs, except camel and llama. Okay, so the camel and llamas are being desert animals. Yes, they can't keep on reproducing more and more amount of RBCs, as well as they drink more amount of water when it is available, and maximum amount of water is stored definitely what we can say in the mainly the blood or blood plasma or in the RBC. If the RBCs are without nucleus, they will burst open and they will rupture. So as to avoid all such consequences, mainly when the animal is drinking one more amount of water, it need to maintain the nucleated RBCs. Otherwise, most of the mammals, yes, non-nucleated RBCs only we can find. So circulation is perfect double circulation, heart is 4-chambered. So as to say that these animals are warm-blooded. So warm-blooded animals, or they also called as homeotherms. Homeotherms means maintain. They maintain constant body temperature regardless of the external conditions. Regardless of external conditions. Okay, so this is the speciality of these mammals. 4-chambered heart, then non-nucleated RBC they have. Only camel and llama they have nucleated RBC. They maintain a constant body temperature. So thus blood helps in maintenance of all other conditions such as the pH of the body fluids also. So the maintenance of the internal constant conditions, yes, they also regulate. We can say that they also possess homeostasis. Homeostasis means optimum and constant conditions of the internal conditions of the body. We call it as a homeostasis. So this is all about regarding the circulation. One more important thing, that the mammals have left side bent aortic arch. So they don't have any conus arteriosus or sinus venosus like that of the amphibians. So in these animals, even in the reptiles also we can see that in these animals, aorta is the single left side, yes, curved or left side bent aortic arches. Yes, we can say that. Aortic arch is left side bent, whereas in case of birds, the aortic arch is bent in the right side. So these are the few important points mainly related with what we called as regarding the circulation as such. So digestion is a complete what you can say system. It starts with the mouth, ends with the anus. The gut system is a long tube like, and then the gut is having different segments. Yes, as such mouth or buccal cavity we say. In the mouth we find the tongue, in the mouth we find the teeth. Teeth are of different type. When they are fixed in the sockets of the jaws, we call them as a thecodont. When they are of different type like front side canine teeth, then front side incisor teeth, on the either side to tear the flesh, canine teeth, there are premolar and molar teeth we say. So the different type of teeth present, heterodont condition. And then yes, we call them as a diffeodont. Why? Because two sets of the teeth, yes, will be replaced. So one set is, yes, after the birth, the teeth develops, we call them as a milk dentition. They fall off. Maybe in the human at the age of 11 to 12 years. After that, yes, permanent teeth develops. They will remain throughout the life. When that permanent teeth also fall, you need to go for artificial teeth set. So that is only the two sets of teeth, so it's called as a diffeodont condition. Thecodont, diffeodont, heterodont applicable to the mammals only. And the gut being a complete gut system, mouth to anus, it has a well developed digestive glands, digestive juice present, and carnivore generally have the short intestine, whereas herbivores have the long intestine. The animals, cattle, such as the cattle, or we call them the ruminant, they have the three compartments in the stomach, or three chambered, mainly stomach also we can say. Well, we do have what we can say the hyperacidic condition. To protect our gut system, we have the mucous membrane, yes, all over the surface of the digestive system. Fine. That is about mainly the digestive system what we have discussed here. The animals can be either herbivore, they can be carnivore based on their food preference, and then they can be omnivores also. Yes, there are the animal including the human who consume both the flesh as well as the vegetables. So omnivores also we can say. They can be scavengers which mainly feed on the dead animals such as hyenas. Well, so that is about the digestive system is seen, and then excretion as such. The excretory mechanism is mainly very perfectly well developed. We can say that the kidneys are highly efficient and metanephric kidneys. So millions of nephrons are compactly arranged in the kidney, so they are becoming metanephric. And then so metanephric kidneys are highly efficient for the excretion as well as for osmoregulation. Means there are certain animals such as desert kangaroo rat is there which will excrete solidified or the pellets. So urine is not excreted in the form of liquid, in the form of solid. So under such situation, kidney should be more efficient to conserve the required amount of water. So only yes, they have the metanephric kidneys, better osmoregulation we can find. By mechanism of excretion, they are mainly ureotelic. So, excretory substance is the urea. And then circulation, yes, they have the perfect double circulation, four-chambered heart. So, two auricles and two ventricles, yes, we can find. And then we find mainly most of the mammal, their blood is non-nucleated. So, RBC is non-nucleated, but mainly in case of the camel and llama, yes, they have the nucleated RBC. And then the reason I told that when the water is conserved in the blood or in the RBCs, the RBC without nucleus will rupture, but the RBC with the nucleus will survive, will remain alive. Yes, that is the reason they retain the nucleus. So, warm-blooded animals, why? Because they maintain the constant body temperature, and then heart is continuously functioning from birth to death. They maintain the optimum body temperature and they regulate the homeostasis of the body. So, aortic arch is left side bend, which is a peculiar character of the mainly mammals. So, this is all about, yes, regarding the we have discussed. And then respiratory pigment, what they have? Hemoglobin, the red colored pigment. So here let me mention. So they have hemoglobin Hb is the respiratory pigment. So that gives the red color to the RBC. Why the RBCs are red? Because of the presence of mainly what we talk regarding the, yes, the hemoglobin, which is the carrier gas of the gases. So it can carry oxygen, then it is called oxyhemoglobin. When it carry carbon dioxide, we call it as the carbamino hemoglobin. Well, so these are the points related with the, yes, mainly regarding digestion, excretion as well as circulation. Let us go ahead with the respiration again. So what are the structures of a respiration? So here the respiration mechanism is called as the lung respiration or pulmonary respiration, we say. So let me just mention what is the mechanism of respiration. Yes, we need to know. Fine. So how many lungs? Definitely mammals have the two lungs. How many nostrils? Most of the mammals exhibit presence of two nostrils, but in case of the aquatic mammals such as a dolphin and then the whale, they have single nostril, that too present or located dorsally. So here, yes, the number 10, respiration. So let us discuss about respiration. So sorry, it is number 9. Respiration. So respiration or exchange of gases mainly by the lungs. Exchange of gases by lungs. So it is also called as pulmonary respiration. Okay, and then usually they have two nostrils. Okay, but the cetaceans are what? Mainly the whales and dolphins have single dorsal blowhole or nostril. That is the thing regarding the respiration. So here, as you are observing, respiration mainly by the lungs, definitely yes, in case of the cetaceans, they have the single nostril, that too located on the dorsal side. So respiratory system, other than the exchange of gases, it also performs a function called as sound production. So, sound production by, okay, the structure called larynx, which is associated with respiratory system only. So inward outward movement of the air, and at the laryngeal region we can find the vocal cords which vibrate, which move, that leads to the production of sound production. Yes. So this is all about regarding the respiratory system as such. Generally in case of the human, when we talk about the lungs are, yes, the right side is a 3 compartment, left side is mainly 2 compartment. Why? Because left side thoracic cavity is shared by lung as well as heart. Our heart is bent towards the left, so left side lung is slightly smaller than that of the right side. Fine. So sound producing organ in case of the mammal, what it is called as a larynx, and sound production is also a part of the respiratory system. Other than that, respiratory system not only meant for the exchange of gases but also important to warm up the air, to moisten the air, to make the air so that the exchange of gases or dissolving of the gases into the blood can facilitate it very well. So this is what we can say. Mainly the respiratory system is well protected at the time of drinking or eating. The water or the food will never go into the respiratory system because there is a presence of what we call as a epiglottis. So the windpipe is protected by the presence of a flap-like structure called as epiglottis that prevent the food and water entry into the windpipe. So yes, they also exhibit one more important term. Yes, we can note down here. Mainly the epiglottis, okay, prevent, yes, prevent entry of food and water into windpipe. Means all these mammals have epiglottis. So this you need to remember. Yes, epiglottis. When we talk about respiratory system is a windpipe in the front side. Behind, yes, esophagus continues. For respiratory system as well as mainly for the digestive system, common opening, yes, in the nose we call as the nasopharynx, that go and merge with the mouth, further buccal cavity, further down there oropharynx. Oropharynx is a common, yes, part where mainly merging of nasopharynx and the mouth cavity. This oropharynx further front side it divided into what we say windpipe. Behind it divide mainly continue as a esophagus, but at that junction there is a epiglottis is present that mainly avoids the entry of food and water. That's why at the time of eating or drinking you should not keep on laughing or talking. Otherwise what will happen? Food or water may enter into the respiratory system and that create a complication, or choking may happen, breathing may cease, you may die on the spot. That's why too much of enjoyment or happiness that at the time of eating is not required. So you have to survive well. So this we discussed about the respiratory system. Let us go ahead with the next important character, number 10, nervous system. Nervous system, yes, nervous system. The CNS, central nervous system, well developed. So the brain of the mammals are highly evolved to retain good amount of memory. The brain of the mammals are well developed for creativity, for thinking. Okay, so for what you can say, logical analysis, many things, yes, we do, all the complicated things that the other organism can't do, but the mammals, yes, capable of doing all that. Now, so central nervous system is well developed, then there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. So, we have 12 pairs of cranial nerves. So, the nerves coming out of the brain and reaching to the tongue or the ear or to the eyes or eyeball, all these nerves, yes, when they come out of the brain and reach to the different sensory structure, we call them as the cranial nerve. Like that, we have 12 pairs of cranial nerves. And then, when we talk about mainly what they have the different types of sensory structures, yes. So there are well developed sensory structures to respond different stimuli. Okay. So generally mammalian brain is divisible into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So forebrain, yes, largest part is cerebral hemispheres. Okay, cerebrum we call it commonly. We do have the right as well as the left side cerebral hemisphere. As such, the right side cerebral hemisphere will control the left side organs. The left side cerebral hemisphere control the right side organs. So it happens. Well, so now 12 pairs of cranial nerves and well developed sensory structures to respond to different stimuli, such as, let me mention here, eyes. So visual stimulation, visual sensation, we can say sensation. Then ear, so auditory sensation. Then nose, olfactory. Tongue, yes, mainly for the taste. And then skin, so touch, temperature, so pricking. Okay, so smooth, hard surface sensation. So all these, yes, we do have the sensory structures will help us to understand various kind of stimulations. So this is about mainly the nervous system as such what we have. And then special mechanism of communication. So what is the special mechanism of communication mainly the sensory system or nervous system regulates? So special way of communication such as mainly echolocation by producing ultrasonic sound waves mainly in bats, dolphins, okay, and whales also. In the water, they have this ability to have better communication. Means nervous system is so advanced, so well developed in case of mammals. This is what we have discussed here. So that's all about mainly the nervous system. What is the next thing we need to discuss? It's all about the reproduction, yes, we need to know. So number 11, we need to understand, yes, regarding the reproduction. So how they reproduce? They reproduce sexually. So reproduction, they are unisexual, sexually. Yes, they can be oviparous, viviparous, okay, internal fertilization fertilization. Okay, and then yes, we can say that they are oviparous, viviparous, then internal fertilization. They exhibit better parental care. So this is all about mainly oviparous egg-laying echidna as well as platypus, viviparous most of the mammals, internal fertilization and parental care also they exhibit. This is about mainly their reproduction as such. So when I talk about mainly, they nourish their young one, nourish the young one by milk feeding, by milk feeding. This is the important characteristic feature of the mammals as such what we have discussed. So in the next class, yes, there is some more important points we will be discussing. Till then, take care, study well. Thank you very much.